Now, Patrick, you used a very interesting term earlier on, ATM fathers. Would you talk to us about the difference between that and a father who is involved in his child's life?
Absolutely. The most common phenomenon of fathering in South Africa, if you ask most fathers in South Africa across the spectrum, how many kids do you have? You tell, you won't be ashamed to say, I'm having 5 children. You begin to ask them, what's the birth date of the first one or the second one? Stuck, ask the mother. That's a phenomenon. It definitely tells that person is not connected to the child. What we normally do, as fathers do in South Africa, they deposit the money through ATM and say your money is there. We do not want to be seen as ATM fathers. We want to be emotionally connected to our own children. I must know what takes to my child, what makes my child to be happy. How do I begin to assist in the school development of a child through homeworks and other activities? How do I drop my child at school and pick up my child at school? That builds the esteem of that child, right? That to me is very, very important, other than this phenomenon of giving money to our children. We must not be seen as money dispensers, but we must be seen as fathers who can embrace, show love, show caring to our own children. I think time is now for us as South Africans to unwind this challenge that confronts us.
What do you say to the father who says showing emotion and being soft is just not in my culture, it's not what a man does?
Let me talk about the issue of culture. When we define culture globally, it's a process that is dynamic. So I think time is now for us to begin to exploit dynamism of culture. For culture, it's not static, because if it's like water that is stagnant, it will sting to us. It becomes detrimental. Culture is dynamic. Gone are the days when we say the place of a woman is in the kitchen and of a man is out there. So we are moving with that culture. So we need to express ourselves. Our culture does not actually confine us only to be seen as workers, not as carers. So we need to show our emotional being as well, because we're human beings. And before we become men, we first become human beings. So that's very, very important that as human beings, let us be in touch with our humanity. And it is upon us as human beings to love.